Eason, and it's Şengün in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Hawks, Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. And it's Alexander Walker in at the point. Legs were past the halfway point of the season. Some teams starting to run out of time as far as their postseason hopes.
Well, Brian, the play-in will give teams more hope as the season winds down. But if you're in that bottom third of the league in terms of record at this point, it may be time to turn your attention to the draft.
Can be tough on a player, too, to try to finish out a season that way.
Boy, it really is.
Johnson with it. Pass to Alexander Walker. And that one is stopped right through.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
Just an aggressive inside play from Durant, pushing past the contact to get a shot.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. I wanted to know what he had in store for Kevin Durant. He said, we have some plans, Coach said with a smile, but mostly it's about effort. We have to outwork him at all times. If we give him an inch, it's going to take a mile. So Coach is asking for his guys to go all out and try to slow KD down tonight. Brian?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Thompson in the post, covered by Alexander Walker, and so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last. Now here's Alexander Walker. The D's right on him. Pass to Johnson. And here's Daniels. On the wing, Risache. It. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And there's the ability to finish for Risache. Nobody scares him at the rim.
Here's Thompson. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game.
Well, it's early on in this one. Only one basket to speak of. There is time to start working together. Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Durant surveying the D. There's the drive. And he comes up with a bucket. Durant's got his second bucket on the night.
What sets Durant apart is his handles. They're almost unseen for a guy of his height.
Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Johnson on the wing, covered by Smith. Johnson passes to Daniels. Quickly becoming one of the most feared defenders in the game, Tim. Dyson Daniels.
Well, the numbers speak for themselves, Brian. Daniels is always engaged. Every second he's on the court, and he's right there lurking for a deflection or a steal.
Free throw good. Daniels. How about Dyson Daniels, Grant? Last season, leading the league in steals.
Well, averaging over 3 a game. That mark hadn't been met in over 3 decades, B.A. And in the process, the Aussie earning the nickname, the Great Barrier Thief. Not bad.
Well, Tim, despite their youth, the Hawks have been able to remain pretty competitive.
Well, when you look at this lineup, you see a lot of length and versatility, and that's where this league is headed. So they are creating a roster for positionless basketball.
Durant just going to work inside, outsmarting the defense and getting the close-range look.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Okongwu. From deep, Johnson. It's hauled in by Houston. They beat the Hawks during their last encounter in Atlanta.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Man, the crowd noise can make it hard to execute your offense on the road, but they did a great job playing their game.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Smith. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Now here's Alexander Walker, defended by Thompson. Johnson passes to Okongwu. Back to Johnson. Outside, Alexander Walker. 6 to shoot. The shot, no good. Thompson with some nice D. The Rockets have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Nikhil Alexander Walker picks one up. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
You look at the Houston Rockets, already one of the most physically imposing teams in the league last season, and they got even bigger signing Clint Capella, of course, the trade for Kevin Durant, and bringing back Steven Adams. They're a team that nobody looks forward to facing, guys.
Leveraging that tall timber. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. And a youth movement for this Hawks roster. What went into that, Tim?
Well, first, they climbed 10 spots to get the #1 pick, which led to Zachary Risachet. Then the trade of DeJounte Murray, which got them Dyson Daniels, who's 7 years younger. And, of course, you've got Jalen Johnson, who's breaking out. So they've got some young talent that is on the rise.
And that's where Johnson does most of his work offensively, inside the paint.
The Rockets trail. Thompson scanning the floor. And there's the drive. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Now here's Alexander Walker. 23 points for him last game against Minnesota.
And he was a force on the glass. Absolutely dominant.
And a foul called on Dyson Daniels. That's his first foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Smith against Johnson. Back to Smith. Houston working the ball around. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
Right side Johnson. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Inside. Ooh, the dunk by Smith.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You've got to love the effort. That's big time.
Now here's Johnson. So versatile on offense, averaging around 23.5 points per contest. Smith passes to Durant. Over Risachet. That one a little long.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Daniels finds Johnson. The three from Risachet. Counted from distance. Risachet's got 5.
Yeah, not an easy shot for Risachet, but he stayed calm.
Durant inside. Risachet covering. Zachary Risachet with a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Atlanta. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Shepard's checked in. And Okongwu with the block. And he lobs it up top. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Pass to Shepard. McCollum against Durant. Here's Shepard. Smith outside. Here's Thompson. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6. From the floor. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
Clock at 6. Alexander Walker. Thompson pulls it in. The Rockets lead by 4. Outside Durant. Over Daniels. Okongwu with the rebound. Atlanta has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Out to McCollum. Unloads. And Atlanta Misses again.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Tips it. Great positioning on the putback. Smith's got his second basket on the night.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Alexander Walker with it. Guarded by Smith. The 17-footer. Misses off the right iron. Hawks trail by 6. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Basket counts.
And I absolutely love the attack mentality, even with the bigger defender on him.
Well, those types of moves show creativity and determination.
Here's Shepard, coming off a solid outing against Oklahoma City. Houston shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Team's fifth. Shooting for Houston. Shepard.
And it knocks down the first one. And it's exceptional. The level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Graham.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Landale's checked in for Kongwu, and Houston will go for a different look here. Capella, he's checked in for Alper and Şengün. Finney Smith comes in for Smith. Tate's checked in for Durant, and Okogie is subbed in for Amen Thompson. Houston leading by 4. Pass to Okogie. Now here's Finney Smith. Lets it go from deep. Offensive board. Capella lays it up and banks it in. And the Rockets lead by 6.
Yeah, offensively, Capella's game is grabbing offensive boards. You have to put a body on him.
On the wing, Daniels. Back to McCollum. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
And Houston is shooting a solid 50% in the opening quarter. Here's Shepard, covered by Alexander Walker. Pass to Okogie. Oh, nice D from McCollum. The Hawks have got 8 out of 12 shots to fall. And here's Daniels from deep. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Here's Shepard. Rebounded by the Hawks. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Let's call it what it was. They got overwhelmed. The matchups were just not in their favor.
Already 6 of their points coming off second chances. Pretty impressive.
McCollum, pass to Johnson. Stolen by Capella. Here's Shepard, covered by Alexander Walker. Pass to Capella. Here's Tate. 5 to shoot. Outside, Finney Smith. And they recover it. A minute 22 left in the first quarter. And the basket is good.
And I'm just impressed with their effort here early. They've hit the offensive glass so hard.
Here's Alexander Walker. And count the basket. He was fouled. And he's going to the line for one more.
Reed Shepard, first. Second team foul.
Legs, you look at the Atlanta Hawks. They are no strangers to the play-in tournament.
Yeah, BA, since making the Eastern Finals as a 4 seed in 2021, they've been a perennial play-in team. They're trying to find a way to make another deep run.
Houston leading by 5. And the foul called on Nikhil Alexander Walker. That's his third. Foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the line for 2. Houston shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, when I watch Reed Shepherd play, I'm sometimes reminded of John Stockton. The type of handle and the way he goes to the cup, quicker and more athletic than he appears. You know, I know that's big shoes to fill, but I just like the similarities and the intensity.
Now here's McCollum. 38 points for him last game against the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
And also, he was very disruptive defensively. 4 steals on the night. And continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Oh, they get a hand on it. And a fast break now for the Hawks. And there's the lob. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Here's Okogie. Houston with another miss. Hawks trail by 5. McCollum pass to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And when Johnson gets an opening, no question he's looking to power it down.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the first. Ooh, he took a hard foul. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved. They just... committed too many fouls. While you don't want to give up easy looks, you also don't want to give away points. It's been a non-stop parade to the free throw line.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Kispert's checked in for Daniels, and Hield is subbed in for Alexander Walker. No good on the second free throw. And so McCollum will bring it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 4. Pass to Johnson. Hield on the wing. He's covered by Tate. Hield passes to Johnson. No good with the triple. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Rockets ahead. They're up by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.